how to know when to fight back. What I mean by that is, if someone steps out in front of me and I'm completely switched off and they got the drop on me and they brandish a knife in front of me and say, give us your wallet, I'm going to hand over my wallet. I give them my wallet, I'll apologise, there's not more money in there for them, and then they go on away, and as soon as I'm behind a locked door, I'm somewhere safe, I'll phone the police, give as many details about the person as I can, and then you hope that they catch them. Any cards or whatever would be cancelled immediately, obviously. Don't carry that much money on me, don't have any irreplaceable photos in my wallet. That's it. You should be doing the same. If, however, they pull the knife and they try to introduce a secondary location, so they say, get in the car, or they try to lead me to an alley, or they try to lead me into a building, at that point, take a deep breath, understand that you're about to sacrifice your non-dominant hand, and fight back for all you're worth. So, I'm right-handed, I would have my left arm forward, I would understand that this is about to get hacked up, chopped up, stabbed. If I try to take you to a secondary location, it's going to be somewhere where there are no witnesses. What we have to think then is, what am I planning on doing to you that I don't want people to see? 99 times out of 100, I'm not going to want people to see what I do to you because it's not going to be very nice, and I don't want witnesses. So we then have to look into that and look at numbers and go, okay, well, when a secondary location is introduced, how often does the victim get away safely? So the idea that if someone is trying to molest you, sexually assault you, or rape you, the idea that grin and bear it, get through it as quickly as you can, then they'll let you go, this is complete nonsense. There have been people convicted of murder who have said that it was just supposed to be a rape, but it went wrong and they accidentally killed the person. The idea that anybody with any real training or anybody with any compassion for their fellow human beings, the idea that they would suggest just let the guy get on with it and get it over with as quickly as possible, then it's absolute nonsense. That's not how this works. There's another video I'm doing about intent and mindset. In that I'll go into more depth, but the very first thing you need to know is you are worth defending. You are not a loser or a sack of shit or whatever you might tell yourself. You are worth 100%, you are worth defending. Nobody has the right to force themselves on you. Nobody has the right to do things to you that you do not want doing. So if they are trying to take you to a secondary location, that's what they've got in mind. It's going to be something along those lines that they've got in mind. So I would suggest, as uncomfortable and as unpalatable as it might seem, most people, I would imagine, would rather come away with a scar on their forearm than come away having been raped. Most people, you've got a choice. I can either stab you down your arm, or I can kill you. So it's not a very nice thing to think of. But if it's just a mugging, give them the valuables, let them get on with it. If it comes to a secondary location being introduced, fight back for all you're worth. If it's not a secondary location, but it is about to become a sexually motivated attack, fight back for all you're worth. The idea that you would ever just let someone do it because it'll be over and then they'll leave you alone, that's absolute horseshit. If any of you do stumble across any self-defense instructors teaching that, whether it be you've been to their class in person or whether it be that you found someone online, if you find anyone who does suggest that you just let them get on, please do send them to me, because they're teaching things that are wrong and they're going to get people hurt, and I'll have things to say to get in touch with them myself. So please do that. If any of you have any comments, queries, suggestions, questions, pop them in the box. If you completely disagree with everything I've said here, pop it in the box. Interaction is what this channel is supposed to be about. So the more opinions from people from a completely different walk of life I can get, the better it is for all of us. Until then, like, share, subscribe, train hard, train smart, stay safe.